It's been very scary, as you can imagine, for the people who were stuck in this. One of the people stuck with her infant son is reality star Nneka Ihim. She's one of the stars of Real Housewives of Potomac. She was posting about her dream vacation to Jamaica with her child at a resort in Montego Bay. But the fun posts quickly, as you can imagine, turned into serious updates about being stranded for several days in Jamaica because the airport was shut down on Sunday. So, Nneka, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us what these past few days have been like for you and your son.
Well, thank you so much for having me. The past few days have just been chaotic, I'll say for sure. After the storm hit on Tuesday, it's been a sense of a community here at the resort, a sense of family. The locals and the natives have just been very amazing to us. They've protected us. They've been very diligent in ensuring our safety. And it's been family at this resort. Once we all became stranded, we've all became brothers and sisters here for sure.
Describe for us the moments when the storm was at its worst. Where were you? What that felt like? What it sounded like?
Well, when the storm first approached early on Tuesday, it was just raining and a little bit of wind, nothing too bad. So, again, the resort was having full service breakfast. They had some music playing. It was just business as usual. But suddenly, a small drizzle and a little bit of wind just turned into large wind, lots of whistling from the storm, a lot of noise. The rain was just pouring. And, to get to your room, you have to go through the stairwell, which is, pretty an open corridor. And, all the natives, the resort staff were just ushering people to their rooms. And those who were, a little bit further away were just kind of isolated, whether they're in the cafe, whether they're in the main lobby. But the locals did a really great job in terms of boarding things up, protecting us, and just making sure that we were safe.
So you stayed in your room. You wrote it out in your room with your son, not in some sort of ballroom or shelter.
Yes, so I was actually downstairs when it began, when the heavy raining and winds began. So I immediately went upstairs. My mom is also on this trip, so she never left the room with my son. I came down periodically in the beginning to get, water, food, some things we would need for the day. And that's when I was, my sister was escorting me up with one of the natives who were helping us, and I never left my room ever since. I just was watching from the balcony window to see how things calmed down. And also, there's a lot of noise, so as the noise kind of simmered down, I could tell that the storm was passing.
And Nneka, how old is your son? And were you scared during those moments? I mean, you never know how long it will take to pass.
Yes, my son is 5 months old, and I was very excited for him to come. It's his first international trip. My husband and I love to travel, so I was happy that I was able to take him out of the country. And I was very terrified. I was very terrified for him as well. And, I was like, oh my goodness, my first child, and this is an IVF baby. So he's our miracle baby. And I brought him in the middle of Hurricane Katrina. But, luckily he's at an age where he doesn't remember anything. And it's been okay for him. He's been with my mom, he's been with me, he's been with my sister. So he's had an immense amount of family time that he wouldn't have had we been back home. So that's the only highlight on his behalf, that he's unaware and he's been with us, his family.
All right, I have to ask a superficial question. My apologies. How many Instagram followers did you gain as you reported on a hurricane? And secondly, when can you leave? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know exactly the amount of followers, but several thousand, I will say. The date for leaving keeps being pushed back. Initially, I was booked for Sunday, but then they cut off flights after I think noon or 1 p.m. on Sunday. Then they moved our flight to Tuesday, which was impossible because that was the day that the storm was scheduled to hit. Then it got moved from Wednesday to Thursday. Now, currently, we're slated for Saturday. I don't know whether that's going to happen or not, but more so, I'm focused on the natives and the destruction that their homes.
All right, did we lose
An
NECA?
outlet to
Oh,
donate.
you're back. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
can
Yeah, now
now.
we can.
Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, I'm more so focused on the destruction that the natives have suffered from this storm. A lot of roofs have been blown off. I've been outside a little bit now that the storm has passed. Complete restaurants that I was just at 3 days ago are gone. And so I encourage everyone to find an outlet to donate some money. Every little bit goes a long way. So don't think that your donation or contribution is too small. We have to help these natives. They're just so resilient. They're beautiful people, and any way that we can help, I encourage everyone to do so.
Red
That's a
Cross,
great
obviously a
message,
great.
Nneka.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, yeah, Red Cross, good point, Jim. And so, Nneka, how are people eating now? Where are you getting water? How is it functioning? How's the island functioning?
I'm very blessed. The resort that I'm at, they did a great job preparing. They have a great structure here. The building's completely concrete, so there wasn't much damage inside. Of course, there were trees blown over, pieces of other people's roofs in the pool, a lot of debris scattered, but they did a great job protecting us here. So our cafeteria is up and running. Our restaurants are up and running. The bar is flowing. We have the DJ back, so we are protected over here. I know that's not the case for other resorts, but I'm very, very grateful once again for the staff here at the hotel. They literally put themselves at risk to make sure that we were safe. And, that's why I'm focused on making sure that we do our part by contributing financially. I know you guys mentioned the Red Cross or other organizations. Every little bit helps.
Nneka, we're glad you're okay. We're glad your adorable son is okay as well, and he's gotten to have this
Thank
family time, as you
you.
mentioned. And obviously, you're going to have a lot to talk about when you resume the show.
And the follow is I'm Nneka, IMNNEKA, if you want to add to her nearly 73,000 Instagram followers. Great to have you on the show this morning.
Thank you. Stay safe.